Hello and welcome to T.I.N.Y.D.E.C.A, or today in news you don't even care about, and trust me, you don't. We got some interesting stories today, all good ones, one act of stupidity, but overall a pretty good day today. Let's get right into it, shall we? Let's start with a story of a stone that a man moved that caused quite the problem. A farmer in Belgium saw a rock was in his way while he was doing work, so he decided to move it 7.5 feet. However, this rock was actually a border marker that split between Belgium and France. The stone in question dates back to 1819. Luckily, there was no huge uproar over this incident, and all sides laughed over this. But the marker was marked that it was for the border, so they are unsure how exactly it could have happened by accident, but they are trying to contact the farmer to put it back with no issue. If he doesn't, it could lead to a court case and probably fines. Simple story of something that seems silly but is rather important. Hopefully he puts it back and there are no more further issues. On to the next. Keeping it light, Nintendo has announced the release of a Game Builder Garage that helps kids with game design. The article's source below says it looks like Nintendo's version of the PlayStation game Dreams. There will be 7 game making tutorials included, which vary from racing all the way to platformers. It's meant for build your own kind of game. It's quite interesting, and the game will release for as little as $30, which is lower than most Switch games, and it's supposed to release in June. It'll be interesting to see how exactly this works and how deep it truly goes. Like, you can build your own little game. It's so much fun. That's so interesting to me. Like, Nintendo does so many innovative stuff. Anyway, I for one am excited if you cannot tell. Let's move on to the next. Texting and driving is something that I feel will truly never be stopped, though I hope it does. This incident I'm about to talk about certainly didn't help. A senator in Ohio by the name of Andrew Brenner was caught driving while in a meeting on the same day that a bill was being introduced to punish distracted driving. He was a part of this meeting. He tried to put on a virtual background of an office, but it didn't work, obviously, especially when his seatbelt can still be seen. His defense that he wasn't distracted and that he was paying attention to driving and only listening to the meeting. He goes on to argue that to him, he just sees it as taking a phone call, as he's still paying attention to the road and not using his hands. To me, this is blatant stupidity. He didn't even need to be on video, so he could have put it on speaker and continued driving. Or if I'm wrong and he did need to be on, he could have planned it around that it was, he was home or pulled over during the meeting. I'm sure he knew when this meeting was. There's no excuse for this at all. But I'm sure nothing will come of it. We'll see anyway. And that's it for this video today. These are the topics that interested me this week. As always, the sources will be linked down below it. If you could comment, like, subscribe, all that fun jazz, it'd be much appreciated. Other than that, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!